What are you talking about? You don't see him. He's right in front of you. Bro, you don't hear him? To your left, to your left. Bro, get some better headphones. God dang, you suck. Oh, y'all thought this was a gaming video? Nah, player. Handle a bell today. Today we went ahead and installed a that was the most corniest intro. But I'm trying to say I do a lot of gaming stuff on here and not a lot of handy stuff on here, and this is a handy Lavelle YouTube. So just something simpler. I went ahead and installed a keypad lever. That's right, just for you, Uncle David. Went ahead and installed a keypad lever. They're great. Multiple family members can use one code. Good thing about family members having the code is, one, they can go to your house when you're out of town if they need to grab something. Two, if your grandparents, like mine, don't have to continuously get up to go unlock and lock the door, family members that have the code just boop, 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 put it in, and they can open the door. Best thing about it though is you don't take apart the top lock. So you can always lock the top lock for security if nobody's home or if you don't want nobody going in. I think it's a win-win. So let me know what y'all think. Did I do a good tutorial? Did you learn something? If you were to put it in yourself, would you be able to do it? Would you like more things like this? I want to say like and subscribe to the channel. Even when I say like and subscribe to the channel, I don't expect it. Because when I watch videos and people say like and subscribe to the channel, they don't really do it. But I'm starting to change my ways, and so should you. So go ahead and do your boy a favor, like and subscribe to the channel just for support. I really don't even know who I'm subscribed to anyways. I just be scrolling, searching for what I want to see. It's your boy Handy Lavelle on Twitch. I'm Lifelong Dreams. It's a Y to the I with no spaces in between. Hope y'all enjoy the video, man.
Looking for the crew in a new thing. She say we too good. When she hear a car in her roof bang, dang. Here for good times, so sit and look back. Just sit and look back, yeah. Feeling like we throw good weather in good time and some mood change, yeah, hey. Dream chasers in this thing, dream chasers in this thing, oh yeah. Oh, dream chasers in this thing, dream chasers in this thing. Let it bang. Showtime, that's more time of the weekend to get out. Dream chasers up in this thing, we so high above the clouds. Keep talking about the smoke, let me know what you about. I'm not tripping, I need my mind, and what are you giving out? You don't respect the moment.
Alright guys, so after you got everything unboxed, go ahead and go over the instructions one more time just to clearly know what you're about to get yourself into. I promise you, it's easy. So we're going to take out the first knob, not the second one. The top lock is okay, we're not touching the top lock, but we're only going to touch the first knob. So, let's go ahead and unscrew that.
Tell me how you miss me when I die. See me eye to eye, and we gon' really see who needs to lie. Yeah, that's right.
Hope y'all enjoy the music. This is music that me and my brother did back in the day in high school. Alright, so we got the door open. Well, you want to keep the door open when you're doing this because you're going to have to pull off both sides. And then, as I'm mentioning that, I also want you to know that you don't want to close the door after you get this first knob off.
She say we too good. When she hear a car in her roof bang, dang. Here for good times to sit and look, man. Just sit and look, man. Yeah. Feeling like we throw good weather in good time and smooth change. Yeah, hey. Dream chasers in this thing. Dream chasers in this thing. Oh, yeah. Oh.
And boom, just like that, you got both sides off. Now this part right here is screwed in on this side. You're just gonna have 2 screws to take out, and then this part comes right on out. At first, when I saw this, replacing the doorknob for the first time, you know, you kind of get the whole gist of how a door works. It's not that complicated. So go ahead and just take these 2 screws out, and this part should slide right out.
You gon' hear this when we come around, and you be smart as you can with us when we come around. Not the jocker, not
so the camera person wanted to go ahead and show how I have the door leverage on my shoulder, that way I can unscrew it. Now I'm putting pressure on it just enough to keep the door still. Now the downside of it is you get to see my quarantine haircut. I'm still quarantined even though everybody else is out and about. I go out every now and then, but for the majority of the time I'm quarantined at home, so I don't really keep the fresh cuts like I used to. It's not gonna stop me from doing my handy little bit of work. So we just about finishing on getting these this last screw out, and this part should go ahead and just slide on out, just like that. Now after you're done with this part, double check where you're at. It's always important to double check where you're at. You can always assume the next step, but go check the instructions real quick, just to be sure.
She say we too good. When she hear a car in her roof bag. Here for good times to sit and look, man. Just sit and look, man. Yeah. Feeling like we throw good weather in good time and smooth change. Yeah, hey. Dream chasers in this thing. Dream chasers in this thing. Oh, yeah.
But honestly, who needs instructions when you got handy little bells? So these 4 pieces right here, you're really not gonna need unless there's like special circumstances. And those are also on the instructions. So you basically just gonna go in reverse order. Here's the new piece that came with the package. So I'm putting this in and I'm gonna install with the 2 screws that I took out. You want to make sure that curved part is, when you close the door, you want to make sure it's able to close and not hitting the back of it. So you want that slant to be facing the door. Make sense? Gotcha. Alright, so we're going to put the 2 screws in, and that's an easy installation.
Yeah, you cool, but I'm not here for. I need to go before I get tired. You're beautiful, got a girl that's cool. Back home, at least I think I do. She said she the only one that I should listen to. Hard to say that when I'm gone, I'm not missing you. Hard to say that when I'm gone. I'm not from there, home where the heart is. I feel like right now it's not here. You trying to take it to another gear. I'm trying to find my way up out of here. It's kinda loud, see you telling me things in my ear. You know,
now this is the keypad. This is going to be the side that's on the outside. Go ahead and take this sticker off. There's a screw right there. You're going to need to unscrew that a little bit. That's important, but we'll get to that in a minute. Right now, just focus on placing the wire underneath whenever you put it through the door. That way it can connect to the second part and not get mixed up whenever you're opening and closing the door. As you put it through there, you're going to have an ugly jam up and probably a shortage. I'm not even sure if it'll work if you do it like that. So make sure that wire goes underneath, because you don't want to create any shortages or damage the wire.
It must be the cousin, do you remember me? Either that or she's into me. But I don't even know that girl like that. Yeah, you cool, but I'm not here for.
I'm trying to show you right here on camera. It says this side against the door. So I made sure I took my time in showing y'all where to place the wire. You want to place it right in that opening right there. See, right here. Once you place it through, you should be able to snap it in. That screw that I was talking about is right there, where my thumb is. And what happens is this piece pretty much grabs that screw whenever you push it flat against the door. Right here, this screw. Make sure you unscrew that slightly. Try not to do it too much because it will fall out. Good thing is you can put it right back. And it should sit still by itself as long as you're not too rough with the door. So each side has a wire. Go ahead and take the wire that you pulled through and you're going to connect it to the wire that's on the second part, the side that we're looking at now. Put that wire and connect it with the keypad on the other side of the door. And what that's going to do is going to bring everything together and just leave out a power source right there that's left with a battery. It comes with a battery, thank goodness. So what I learned is it's easier to put the battery in and then arrange the wires, because if not, you're going to be playing with it a lot like I was in this video. So I went ahead and left it so y'all could see, like, it is irritating at times trying to figure out how to do stuff. And looking over this video, I see that there's a little gap right there that I should have did. It just would have been easier if I would have placed in that little gap. But at the time, it didn't seem that easy until I put in the battery. So I recommend putting in the battery first, because after you do that, it's almost like the wires basically guide you to where they need to go. So this is when I really figured out how the wires should be. So you just put it through that opening right here. You should be able to slide it in, and it'll just be a snug fit. You can tell. You want to make sure it's not on the edges, so when you put the cover on it, you're not sandwiching that wire and creating a shortage. Right now, we're just trying to make sure we stay clear of any shortages so it's able to work properly. And there you have it. That's what you want it to look like when you're done. Wires tucked up at the top, wires tucked in on the side, and make sure the battery's in good. And then we're ready to put the doorknob over it.
Feeling like we grow, could weather a good time, a smooth change, yeah. Dream chasers in this thing, dream chasers in this thing, oh yeah, oh. Dream chasers in this thing.
Right here I was struggling because I was naturally trying to make the doorknob face the inside of the door instead of facing outward, because that would be an improper way to put it. But in this situation, that's actually the proper way to put it. I will show y'all how to fix that in a minute. For now, just go ahead and put the screws in and get it nice and secured.
That's a lot to change with. Well, enjoy the nameless, I guess your genres who came with or even famous. Flies a kite, a plane is only in sight. Music does a night all the way around to right. Yeah, they see my sight. Tell me how you miss me when I die. See me eye to eye. We gon' really see who needs to lie. Yeah, that's right. I'm just making another way to jam. The sound is where you chillin', yeah. You know who I am. If you haven't, it's directed to your fam. And if you got the cameras cold, it's on the cam. Looking for the crew in the loop thing. She say we too good. When she hear
now you see the problem. Every door will not be like this. Like at my grandma's house, it worked perfectly just by putting it on. This is not the case for this door. Houston, we have a problem. I can't do it. No, I ain't gonna do that. Anyway, it is, guys. Here it is. Don't panic. There's a little tiny hole right on the inside. Give it a nice push. It should come right on out. Switch sides, and then when you're putting it back in, you also have to give it a nice push as well. You won't necessarily get a click, but you'll feel it get in there. Same for this side. Just repeat the steps. The hole wasn't on this side, so whatever direction the doorknob is facing, that's the side that the hole is going to be in. What I did notice is you do have to give it a good push. I was almost scared to break it or break something inside because I was pushing on it pretty hard. But everything turned out just fine. Give it a nice little push and the doorknob eventually came right on off. Switch it around. Make sure it's secure. Give it a twist. Make sure that there you go, that the latch goes in and out. And boom. Simple as that.
To their surprise, Dion wasn't known for balling. At the same time, they say Dion wasn't known for falling. Nah, I put my hands on it, it's mine. Give it.
Alright, so now for the functioning of it. See how it's horizontal right now? That is the lock stage of it. So whenever I move the doorknob, the latch should not move. See? But whenever I reach back there and I turn it vertical, it's going to be unlocked. From there, the latch should be able to move. Just checking over the instructions real quick. Right up there, that yellow spot, that's where you're going to find your programming code. It's going to show you everything you need to program the door. Step-by-step instructions. So right now, I'm putting in the code, the first code it gives you, and it works. The latch is moving. Okay, so that's your initial code. You can remove this code later. You can add codes and remove codes as you please with this door. That's another great thing about it. In the instructions, it's going to give you a programming code. You're going to put in the programming code. It's going to be on that yellow sticker at the top left, and from there you can add and take away codes. I went ahead and did it right here just to show you how simple it is. The process is very simple. At the end of it all, after you put in the new code twice that you want, you're gonna push 1. When you push 1, it should give you a long beep and the light should turn green. It's just like that. Oh. Now we want to double check to make sure the new code works. Go ahead and put it in. It should unlock. You should be able to move the doorknob and the latch opens and closes. Looks great. So on this side, there's a key. Forget the code or anything like that. It's okay. There's a key. Put the key in. It should open and close. You can lock it as well. Simple. So let's go ahead and role play. I'm Uncle David, and I'm coming home. Boop, 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 beep, beep, boop. And it opens. Now, I appreciate y'all for checking out the channel. Peace. Almost forgot. You gotta get that little victory dance in. I call this the bounce and jump. Bounce, jump, pump. Bounce, jump. Nah. I'm just playing with y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for checking out my channel.
I got lifelong dreams, approaching on the scene. You know what I'm talking about, you know what I mean. I'ma go ahead and do this, so why you acting clueless? I done said it all before, I thought you already knew this. I got lifelong dreams, approaching on the scene. You know what I'm talking about, you know what I mean. I'ma go ahead and do this. I'ma go ahead and do this. I got lifelong dreams, 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 I got lifelong dreams.
Freaking crack my controller, bro. Fudge. Damn. Had and installed. I keep forgetting the title to this dang thing.